And we're back. We're back for another live episode of the Kngdom. Welcome everybody in the chat. Welcome everybody watching across this beautiful country of ours. We got Reggie in the house tonight to start an episode for the first time in what feels like 6 months. We got a good show tonight. We got lots going on, and we're hoping to have some of your input for the 2020 Domies, which will take place 7 days from tonight. So buckle up, pour some beer, and we'll see you in 30 seconds.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Kngdom. As per usual, my name is Drums, and I am joined by the brothers behind King Golf, Regan and Jordan Headley, as we usually do. And it's a rare treat this evening. We get to send it to Reg first. How's it going up there, big guy?
Fellas, I'm doing good. Real good. Well, I shouldn't say that. I'm on antibiotics again.
Oh, good.
Yeah, so I guess it was I would have been on here last Wednesday, and then I woke up like Thursday night through the night, and I just I had the worst sinus pain ever. I actually thought I was gonna have to go to Emerge because it was like there's an open wound in my mouth. Like that's how it was, just like shooting pains, and I had no painkillers at home. I was like, holy Christ! Like what next? So I went, had another sinus infection. Still could be the tooth. They don't really know, but it's I've been sick for a month, and I think I'm like this close to being back. I went to hockey today and felt pretty good, so getting closer. But yeah, it's been a long grind here. Yeah, I might wake up tomorrow morning and watch Cox tee off, but we can get to that right away here.
Sure. What's happening over there in Rossman?
Top of the evening to you, ladies and gents. Glad to be here, man. I've had a week so far. I got lots going on. I was in I played my first game with the Rossburn Hornets on Monday night in Hamiota. So first time I've been in the Hamiota. Actually, I think we played senior there. I think they had a senior team one year with the Comets. Did they, Rigo?
No.
Or was that before the year you played?
I think it was, yeah.
Yeah. But Hamiota Rink, that was a big spot to stop in Strathclair when we were living there. So it's nice to be back there. It was cold though. Holy cow, it's been cold. I got on the bus that took us to Saskatoon that one time, and they got her fixed up with that little table there in the middle. But it was good. It was a good way to spend a Monday night. And then last night I had Kyle Turner here. He was over. He was in between Dauphin and Roblin, so he stayed over last night, and we were up till about 3 a.m, I think, just having beers and solving all the world's problems. So she's been a week. I went and saw Grandma today, had lunch with her, and just trying to stay warm. I think that's the key right now, but I'm not doing myself any favors, that's for sure. Hey, it's not
cold.
Yeah, but other than that, things are good. I'm looking forward to tonight. We got we're going to talk about the 2020 Domies. So we have the majority of the nominees here nailed down, and we're going to kind of talk through those. We're going to announce the nominees tonight. We're also going to get into a few of the ones that were missed, that or some honorable mentions, I guess you'd say. And we're also going to break some ties. So we're hoping that anybody in the chat tonight is going to be able to help us out, figure out who's going to sneak into the top 4 of every category. We got a couple ties to break. So it's going to be a good show tonight. Drums, what's up in Brandon?
Yo, same thing, man. Just trying to keep as warm as possible. It's absolutely insane because I think it's supposed to be like -1 on the weekend. So compared to -45 last night, that's a hell of a difference.
45.
But yeah, things are good over here. We had got little man's first haircut done on the weekend.
Saw that.
That was a long time coming, but
Guy's just looking fresh.
He was looking a little straggly beforehand. Like, it was driving me absolutely insane. He had a rat tail for like the longest time, and finally I was like, okay, I'm cutting this. cut the rat tail off, and then
You cut it?
got everything else trimmed up. Yeah, definitely.
Do you think
What,
he'll
did
have
you
the
clip it?
adamantic rat tail growing up?
Not a chance.
Did he know that you snipped it?
He might have actually not even been paying attention. He was in the bath, and I just grabbed it and
Oh,
cut
you
and that
snipped
was
it at home.
Well, just the rat tail, yeah. But that was probably like 2 months ago, and finally get the rest of his haircut last
I
week.
need a haircut.
How come?
And did some wine bottling on the weekend.
Oh, did
Yeah, ran into Lee Halls. We were doing our wine at the same time, so
that
a little
wine
chat
thing?
with them. Yeah,
Which Leo, Donnie?
Donnie. Yeah,
Oh, what a beauty.
he is a beautician.
What a pleasure that is when you run into that guy.
yeah, unreal.
He retired
so,
from the Moon Army this year.
I'm ready to rock for Christmas with the wine. So as long as it makes it to Christmas, we'll be good.
So,
Is that a worry?
No, it shouldn't be. We're
how
only
many
like
bottles?
a week and a half away. I got 29, I
Oh,
think.
God, if that doesn't last you, man, I'm going to check you in. I'll drive you straight
Check you
to
in. What was I going to say here? What, Rigo, what's up with housekeeping here? We got a couple things to chat about, probably.
Yeah, one thing I forgot to mention in my intro. I'm on antibiotics, so I couldn't have a drink tonight. I bought vanilla Coke when I was in the States, and I'm not like a pop guy like at all. Like I might have like a glass of Pepsi a year, maybe. Like,
Phenomenal.
but this stuff is unbelievable.
That's what you're drinking?
Yeah, it's so good. I'll be up all night probably now because I'm having it at 8:30, but I needed something to sip on. It's so good though.
That's a bad call.
Right. It's my favorite. Kngdom used to have it, and the theater. The theater has it in like one of those big machines where you can pick whatever you want.
Subway used to have that, but they got rid of it for some reason.
Yeah.
You guys
I
drink
think,
like straight
COVID.
straight vanilla Coke?
What do you mean?
Like not diet or anything?
You can't drink diet sodas, man.
I can't drink normal soda. It's just disgusting to me. It's too sugary. But you give me some diet Dr. Pepper.
Easy Helgi.
Start calling me Bruce Helgeson.
Yeah, Bruce Helgi in the house. Bryce in the chat there letting me know vanilla Coke is life changing. He was over last night. He's on antibiotics too, so I gave him a vanilla Coke. Actually, I think he had some vodka because he was on his last day of antibiotics. I'm still midterm here, so.
This is a good question from Chaz. I actually watched the that Pepsi, Where's My Jet Pepsi or whatever it's called, the documentary last weekend. It was pretty wild.
Yeah.
What do you guys prefer?
I like vanilla Coke.
I prefer Pepsi products, but over those two, I go Coke.
I like vanilla Coke better than vanilla Pepsi, but I like Pepsi better than Coke.
I don't think Pepsi ever did vanilla. They had
they did.
lime.
Yeah, they did.
Had lime and
sure.
cherry and blue.
They did, and then Subway, you could mix vanilla into the Pepsi.
I'm 100% Coke too. Like Diet Coke is 1,000 times better than Diet Pepsi. I don't even like Diet Pepsi, but I could. Diet Coke's like my weakness. I used to drink 1 or 2 of those a day at work. Like we had free pop at BDO, like just a fridge full of free pop. So I just would have one, like at 1 in the afternoon after lunch, and then if I was working late, I'd just have another Diet Coke to keep me going. Bad habit.
You got diabetes, eh?
No, it doesn't give diabetes. There's no sugar in it.
No, I'm saying isn't that what people who have diabetes?
It's got aspartame.
It's got heavy aspartame.
Yeah, so there goes the cancer spike.
Yeah, and I got a hole in my brain now.
Coke Zero, yeah. Everybody who's saying that is that's a solid option as well.
Robbie's in the house.
Been a minute.
Haven't seen Rob in the chat for a whilst.
Okay, we got to get to housekeeping here.
Just wait, Jor, on that documentary, how hilarious was it when Michael Avenatti showed up?
That's the lawyer for Stormy Daniels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as he came on, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
And then Liz is like,
like
"What
a
is he?"
reality TV thing.
Yeah,
It was kinda
he's
cool
supposed
how
to be
they did.
famous. I was
What's
like,
that?
I think he's in jail right now.
Is he?
And then he just got sentenced to 14 years like this week.
It was a cool documentary though, just how they like had actual actors playing them when they were or the kid at least.
Yeah.
And the
It
other
brought
guy
back-
too, I guess.
It
What's
brought
that?
back some nostalgia with like all the 90s. Man, I
Yeah.
think the 90s was a slept-on decade.
I agree with you, man. I saw Cam was in Brandon on, when the hell was that? That must have been Monday. Saw Cam. We met at a 4-way stop. Gave one of those. That's the same 4-way stop where I saw that Jeep with what was that
Yeti.
thing that Yeti, the
Yeti.
Yeti Jeep. Wasn't Cam though. Coke Zero is good, yeah. Okay. We got
Get the hell off the comments for a bit. Let's get to housekeeping.
okay.
We're getting
All
caught
right.
up in
That's
we're
a good
getting caught up in a
discussion
good
though.
debate. It is for sure. So Cockerill last week, T35, finished -5 for the week. I mean, I'm sure if you could give him 20 top 40s for the year and then mix in a few top 10s, he'd be happy. Top
Sure.
5s maybe. But that's solid. Made some cash on to the next week. So this week he's at the Leopard Creek Country Club, which is on the Kruger National Park. Sick track. He posts pictures. He posted today and said every year it just seems to get better and better. This is where it's a wildlife reserve, like bordering the golf course, and it's like insane,
That's so cool.
unreal. Like the pictures that he's posting, it doesn't even seem real, honestly.
Like at a course around here, you're just like, if you see a deer's nothing, but like if in Jasper you see like an elk, which is pretty cool, but it's not an elephant.
No, or a giraffe or lion or
A little
like
different.
it's unreal. So cool. So he's off tomorrow morning. This is the Alfred Dunhill Championship. And I knew it sounded familiar because the Alfred Dunhill Links was the one that has the 3 different courses there.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's his favorite tournament, and this is his favorite course, he says. So he talked about it when he was on here. This is his favorite stop every year. He was hoping that they didn't lose it to the Live Tour, and it seems like they didn't. So they got it for another year on this tour. Some good numbers here. I don't know how much you guys pay attention to numbers. I got good feelings for AC this week. He tees off at 4:20 tomorrow morning.
Okay.
And he's played in a career number of 69 tour events going into this week. So
Yeah.
420 and 69. I don't know. I might throw some cash down on him.
It's funny you say that. If you go to ShakePay's website, they have like their little. It's like a picture of a phone with the ShakePay app opened up, and you know how it says like the Canadian dollar balance in your wallet. The number they have there is $420.69.
No way.
Yeah.
So Cockerill's gonna win then.
I don't think we ever talked about the bet that we put that last time he got hot on. It must have been a Friday we did that.
What did we throw? $20 each?
Yeah.
We could have won a lot though.
Wasn't it $3,000 or something like that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
For a top 3 finish. It wasn't even a win, right?
Right.
That was a quick way to get rid of $20.
I gotta tell you guys this story quick, and then because I was saying I was gonna throw money on Cockerill tomorrow, but I actually can't because I disabled my betting account this week.
Your bank account.
My betting account. So I think it was Monday night or Sunday night. Doesn't matter. Monday night it was. And I was feeling Montreal against Vancouver. They were paying like plus 205, which is crazy because Vancouver's not that good. So I threw some cash down. I'm not going to name any numbers. But it was a pretty big chunk. And the site that I'm on, I like Bet365, but I can't get my credit card on there. So I use Sports Interaction. So Bet365, if the team goes up 3 goals, it's called AP, or EP, early payout. So if you go up 3, it just cashes you out and you win that bet. So I went to bed. It was like 10 o'clock. And it was in Vancouver. After the first period, Montreal was up 4-0. And my cash out was like $10 less than what I could have won. And I was like, well, I'm not going to take the cash out. They're up 4-0. Like, they're not going to lose this game. So I just went to bed. And I woke up the next morning and they lost 7-6 in overtime. And I just went straight to the website and disabled my account. I was so fucking mad. Like, that's like unreal, man. 4-0. Like, and I actually said to Sparrow right before I went to bed, I'm like, they won't lose this, right? Like 4-0. I mean, it's a slam dunk and 7-6 OT.
There's been some insane scores.
That's
lately.
tough. Yeah, you should talk about Bryce's team there, the Sabres tonight.
Yeah, Sabres are lighting it up. I'm gonna check.
9-3 now. 9-3. They just Columbus just scored.
Oh,
Bryce's bet against Rickman looks better and better by the week.
Ovi got 2 goals tonight.
Did he?
Yeah.
Is Ovi gonna pass Gretz?
He's at 7.95 now.
I think he does.
Oh yeah. He's getting like 7 shots a game, man.
Unless he pisses off old Pootsy and ends up clipped for some reason, like he's probably gonna like demolish it.
I hope so.
Who's Pootsy? Putin?
Yeah.
What the hell does that have to do with anything?
I thought you meant Bob Pootsy or Jason Poots.
Our guy Trevor Dickey says, "How bad are the board ads? Are they like different? Are they like technological now or something? Or
Yeah, so it's only bugged me one time. I seen a fuck up where like all of a sudden the player disappears because
I saw that on Twitter. Yeah,
yeah.
See you, bud.
But other than that, I haven't seen any other problems while I've been watching. But I've heard like a lot of people pissed off about it.
Did you think Pootsy took the player out while he was skating?
Yeah, it could have just sniped from the rafters. Pew, pew, pew.
It's the snips from Poots. Okay.
Well, we got Jay Soonard in the chat tonight. That's good because Delo's on one of the bubbles. So hopefully Jay sticks around to make his voice heard tonight in the tiebreaker. I'm pretty sure, anyways, Delo's at least in one or tied for one of these. So.
Couple more things. Hovland won the Hero on the weekend. Too bad Tiger didn't play with his warts on his foot. I can't believe that we didn't get exposed for that. Lucky nobody was really listening last week on here.
Last week was tough, man. I thought we had a really good show, and there was like 2 comments in the chat the whole night. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but the boys were not talkative. It was fine, but it's just nice when the chat's humming. You can kind of if you're low on stuff to talk about, you can just throw out a Coke versus Pepsi and debate that for 5 minutes.
Hey, is that match this weekend? What day?
Yeah.
Saturday? Oh, sick.
Sick.
I tried to watch that No to Be Gay tournament. It was on this evening after work. And no sign of Charlie. I thought he was playing, but maybe he's just so far down the leaderboard. I don't know. There's some sick young players there, though.
So is Tiger caddying for him there?
That was like 2 weeks ago, the one they were in.
No, it's just a tour. Like No to Be Gay's got his own tour, and this was the championship. So I thought Charlie would be there, but I don't know.
Oh.
Well, if it's anything like the PGA, even if he was 50th place, they would have been showing him.
That's what I thought, and they didn't show him once, and I watched for like half an hour trying to see him.
I'm not complaining. I'd rather watch Tiger in 50th place than Jordan Spieth in first place.
Oh yeah, you would.
Just kidding. I don't mind Spieth.
So that's who it is though for the match, right? We got
Spieth
and Roars versus Spieth and
JT.
Thomas.
That'd be a pretty sick match, actually.
So it's Tiger and Rory?
Yeah.
That will be a good match. I hope Tiger and Rory should kick him. That'd be so sick to see.
Who's everybody got in the chat in that match? Let's go. I wonder if we can throw some cash down. They're gonna lose, but
you think so?
Well, I don't know. Tiger seemed like he was pretty confident going into last week, but he just couldn't walk.
Right, and he doesn't have to walk this time.
Yeah, so
he's got his cart fired up, all deckled up. Yep. Okay, what else? So I think I got. Oh, I just wanted to give a shout out to those. Was it 4 or 5 of those Wheat King boys who stopped and topped that guy off of the ledge last week in Brandon?
I think it was 4.
Pretty cool stuff. I thought it was definitely worth a shout out minimum.
For sure.
I don't know. I just love those kind of stories, and they're rare. It seems like more and more rare nowadays than ever before. So it's good to see, especially a young group of guys like that, and well respected in the community for obviously, the hockey stuff. But when they do stuff like that, I think it adds a whole nother layer of respect from the community by them. So shout out to those boys. That's a hell of a, I don't even know what you say. Just awesome stuff.
I will like not to take, and certainly not going to take anything away from them and what they did, because it's just like there's no words for that, but it does happen quite a bit. It's just
Like
this one got the big blow up story because of who it was, but this happens once a week.
Also on that, with the same, under the same microscope, if they do something bad, they get blown up that bad too. So it's good that they get to use that microscope for good, for a change, you know?
Yep,
for sure.
Richie was in there, right?
Yeah. Rich, sick golfer. Trev's comment reminded me that match is under the lights.
Is it?
12 holes under the lights. I forgot about that. So that'll be sick. It's in Vegas, right?
Sick. What's that?
Right? It's on Saturday, right? The 10th? What the fuck is that?
10th is Saturday, yeah.
Trev, I don't think King has any glow sticks, and I don't think Manitoba has any glow sticks.
Oh, they do. I see them every time I'm at Walmart, and I'm so fired up for next year already.
Well, start stocking up.
You might be able to see my card from a satellite next year.
For some reason, every time I walk into Canadian Tire or Home Depot, that's first thing I look for is like, what do they got for flashlights? That
Me too.
Yeah, it's so weird. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it.
We're gonna have a sick cart next year.
Catch myself on Amazon like looking up these like insane lights that like light up like 2 acres of field just from a flashlight.
I think the King Glow tourney in Rossman next year is going to be off the charts. Like we literally planned that fucking 2 weeks before it happened, and it was like sold out in basically 2 days. We kind of kept teams coming in because we didn't really want to turn people away. But I think if we have a date set early in the summer for about the same, you good there, Drums?
Fucking hair in my mouth.
Gas ball or a hairball?
Just really fucking battling.
Speaking of hairballs, every time that Ricky Gervais video surfaces of him ripping apart Hollywood, it seems like every year it ages better than it did the year before, and it's way funnier and way more uncomfortable for those people.
As it should be.
I'll have to watch it.
You've never seen it?
I have seen it, but I haven't seen it for a while.
Holy, that's good shit.
Just I want to say this. You said shout out. I keep meaning to give a shout out, and every time the episode ends, I'm like, shit, I forgot to do it again. I just wanted to talk about Obsolete Brewing coming to Dauphin. A new brewery coming to town. It's our buddy Vanderhayden and Steve Sobering. And apparently, like, the brewmaster they got is like out of this world.
Is this the second one?
No, it's the first one.
Oh, you talked about it before.
But did I talk about the whole thing?
Yeah.
Oh, did I? Okay.
Doesn't hurt to do it again.
I think it was on here.
Yeah, I don't know if I did. I think I might have just told you guys about it. But anyways, it's going to be sweet. They're going to have like a green space, I think, and like just a really good area to hang out in Dauphin,
Where is it?
which we don't have right now. It's right across from Dusty's Meats. Dusty's Butcher Shop, baby. Another shout out to local business. So be able to slide across there, grab a package of jerky, go across the road and crank some beers. Actually, I think there might be some kind of agreement between those two in the future. Who knows? Stay tuned. Really exciting for Dauphin. As you guys know, there isn't too many places to go right now for a beer. Yeah, really looking forward to it. They got some really cool stuff. I actually bowl with Ryan on our Monday night bowling team, and he keeps showing us these designs that they have for these cans and just everything that's going on. So there's such a buzz around it right now in Dauphin, and it's going to be awesome.
Good shit. Yeah, that'll be good. I mean, Dauphin, you got Mr. Mike's. That's pretty much it, eh?
Yeah.
The bully used to be humming every Friday night. I no shortage of time spent and money spent at the bully over the years, but
yeah, you pretty much stay out of there.
The dancers have been replaced by Velts now, but
yeah,
such is life, I guess.
Ask Moosey.
Yeah, Moose got hammered by the VLTs.
Moose got rinsed on the VLTs there.
Moose and Moose Patch, Marty, and I think Pounder went with them. They were in Palm Springs last week. Would have been a pretty good time. Sad I had to miss that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah. That's a good idea, Bryce. We could probably launch that pretty easily. Okay, let's fire up the tower. The tower was another good place.
The tower. Do you remember when we went there and we snuck Reg in with a drawn-on
Fake
mustache?
Muzzy.
Beard.
With the strippers that were dressed like the Road Warriors.
The Road Warriors. Reggie, so we got let's talk through this quickly here. So we got 9 categories this year. Last year we had 8. We added 1 this year. We added the most overrated course, which might draw some criticism towards the show, but probably not. But it's out of our hands. It's in the people's hands, so we have no input on it or anything. So we're going to talk through the nominees tonight. We're going to break some ties hopefully tonight. And then next Wednesday night, we're going to have the 2022 Domies Awards and the announcement of the winner of the prize, man. That's gonna be I'm interested to see how many entrants we're going to have for that.
It's a big deal.
So we got signed head cover from Aaron Cockerill and the whole Aaron Cockerill set, which is valued at $250, I think. That's the value rate online. Plus head cover adds about $1,000. So you're looking at about $1,200 value right now. And then you got the first ever Kngdom podcast hoodie, which is yet to be designed. We got to decide on that right away here. And then you get some Bitcoin too. You get your own Bitcoin wallet, which I'll help you set up, and we'll send a few Satoshis your way to become a Bitcoiner. So pretty good contest. If you're the rules are you have to have your 12-word private key all done, ready to go for next week when we're going to make the draw live on the podcast. So you got to listen to this episode and the last 11 episodes to get the keywords for that private key. And then whoever has a full key, we're going to put their names in a draw, and somebody's going to win live on the show next week. So Reggie, we got the best social media. We have the most improved golf course. We have the best tournament, best greens, best fairways, the toughest course, the best overall, most underrated, which had the most widespread amount of nominees, and then the most overrated, which was a bit of a landslide so far, but we got some tiebreakers. So Reggie, start off with the best social media here. Who are the finalists? Do we need to break any ties? And then thoughts on the outsiders.
We're announcing the finalists?
Yeah, nominees.
They'll be on Twitter tomorrow or the next day, one of the two. So they're gonna be top 4 from every category, and they're gonna be obviously the semis, and then the finals will be the next poll.
So the best social media, the nominees are Dosa National, Oak Island, Wheat City, and Gilbert Plains Golf and Country Club. Parkland's premier golf destination.
They're all pretty solid picks, I would say. Who was left out?
Left out was Southwood and Carberry.
Right,
So this one was pretty heavily concentrated as well in the main finalists here. But I've never seen Southwood before. Have you guys seen their social media? No. Neither have I. So can't comment. Carberry's got some good stuff. Yep. I think Birchie was looking after that for a while, and
is that who it was?
They had some beefs back between Patty Law and Carberry. But didn't spark anything up this summer, so maybe that's why they're on the outs.
I was sorry, I was distracted. I actually signed onto my Facebook on the computer for the first time in a decade, and I was trying to find that picture because you posted a picture on Facebook when you guys snuck me into the towers. I was gonna screen share it on here, but I couldn't find it.
Oh really?
I could probably find it, but not
permanent marker.
It actually looked pretty solid though.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Next one, we got the most improved golf course here. No ties in this one either. I think the ties are mostly at the end here, but most improved golf course, we had the finalists, or the nominees are going to be Wheat City Golf Course, Dauphin Lake Golf Course, which Rigo predicted last week, Poplar Ridge Golf Course, and Scotswood Links. So those are the 4 nominees that we got. And then we got Steinbach, Fly-In, Minnedosa, Oak Island, Bridges, Glendale, Rossman Lake, Roblin, and Southwood as the outs. nominees, but outs. Didn't make the top 4. We actually had a total of 251 votes total, which was probably double last year or more, I would say. So it was a really good turnout of people chiming in on Instagram, and so it's good to see. My thoughts on this is I didn't get to play Roblin this year. Did you, Rigo?
No.
I haven't played Roblin since, was that like sectionals or something? We had to play like in grade 11. There.
Did you really?
Yeah.
It's actually a really fun course.
Yeah, super underrated.
Is it the 9th hole that's over the water there that's drivable?
Yeah.
I think so.
That's sick. That's a good way to finish a course, I think.
Yeah, or a par 5.
Or par 5, yeah.
Par
Finish
5
with a bird, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Drums, what do we got next?
Next up, we've got...
Froze?
The Domie for the best tournament. And the nominees are the Tamarack, the Ironman, the Desert Classic, and the King Cup. Missing out on a nom was Elmhurst, Portage Men's Open, Golden Duck. I'm not sure what that one is.
That's the one that Ches won.
At Madge, right?
That's at Madge. Big Rock, Southern Scramble, Gary Brandon, Coors Light 2-man, Boars Invitational, Night Golf, Birdie for Brain Tumors, which is an underrated tourney, Manitoba Am, Westman Dreams for Kids, and the Rose Bowl.
Lots of nominees there. That was another widespread one, eh?
Yeah, that was very widespread.
That was Stakilo that sent in the Coors Light 2-man scramble. I think it's at Deer Park this year. And he said, make sure you guys can put in a team. So we got to look up the date for that because that'd be a lot of fun, I think. He said he's hosting it there.
Got a cool idea from, I guess this is a bad time to bring it up, but cool idea from Chad the other day.
Facey?
Yeah. It would be like a single person best ball tournament or Texas Scramble.
What the hell does that mean?
So you get to play
How many
2
balls
balls.
do you get? 2 balls?
Oh, really?
That'd be sick.
Do you think so? You'd be gassed, man.
Yeah, but then you could, if you hit a good one, you don't have to hit another one.
I guess. Reserve
like if you rip one down the middle, there's no sense trying to do the same thing.
Or preserve, I mean, not reserve, I guess, same shit. Yeah, that would be fun.
But that'd be sick. Like on par 5s, like you could lay one up to the 100 and then go for the next one. Like it'd be pretty fun. And putts would be fun too.
Two-man scrambles are the best. We got we're gonna have some news coming out here in the next couple weeks, I think. But we got a couple 2-mans planned, at least a couple, and one of them is going to be in Clear Lake in July of 2023. We're gonna have a 2-man scramble there. So we got some announcements coming up over the next little while, as I said, and I don't know if we probably don't need to do it right now, but stay tuned, I guess, for more info on that. We got a couple big sponsors right now, which is basically going to boost forward the whole initiative now. So we got some big sponsors, and that helps really move the needle, I think, to get things off the ground. So there'll be 2-man scrambles coming soon.
Bryce mentioned there in the comments the Greenskeepers Revenge Tournament. It's so funny. Like he sent me a video of it. And it's like,
I saw that.
You saw the video? You see it, Drums?
I don't think so.
Just a bunch of crazy shit, like hoses on the greens and stuff, like a huge fan setup.
Oh, yeah.
A huge fan setup behind the hole. Like teeing off in bunkers and stuff, or like it was pretty sweet. You'd have to find a shitty course to do it at.
Chaz says he's in for the 2-mans. Maybe him and Dad can team up again. They're bros.
We'll let Tron decide if he wants to play with Chaz or not. Okay, so we should keep moving on here.
Yeah.
Next up is best greens. So the nominees, this is going to be the first tiebreaker of the night. The nominees who made it through to the next round for sure are Gilbert Plains Golf and Country Club, Parkland's premier golf destination, Niakwa, and Shilo, which unreal greens. So we are going to a tiebreaker, which is going to be decided in the chat. We'll leave it open for how long? Actually, you know what? We'll leave it open and then we'll go back to it. Like we'll continue on the conversation so we don't have an empty silence for the viewers on the podcast.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. So maybe the best way to do that is then maybe like put for best greens, put like BG, put for best fairways, put BF.
Yeah.
BFE.
Then we can go back and look after because we don't need to spend 30 seconds waiting on here.
Are we going to vote? No, hey?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. So the two that it's going to come down to are Oak Island and St. Charles.
Oak Island sneaking
and
in there.
St. Charles.
That's pretty crazy. Hey, like the fact that, if you wait till the next one, I think that there's a pretty high amount of people who think that Oak Island have the best fairways. And then if you mix in there that they have the best greens, and then you mix in there that it's the funnest course in Manitoba to play as well. I don't know. I mean, we've been pretty hard on Oak Island, not hard on, but like hard for Oak Island since the inception of the Kngdom. Eh?
We have a hard on for them.
We have a hard on for Oak Island. You could say Oak Island, we're horny for Oak Island. So we got a couple votes rolling in here. I figured Oak Island would be a little bit like St. Charles is a private course, right? So, I mean, I'm thinking not many people in this chat have played St. Charles before, but St. Chucky's, I guess you'd say.
Yeah.
Okay. So
moving
on.
on.
We got in here. We got Elmhurst, which basically appeared.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, go ahead, Rigo.
No, I totally forgot. Elmhurst, which I've heard nothing but good things about the course in itself. Melville. It's crazy. We always say Yorkton, same distance from Dauphin as Brandon. It just seems like everybody goes south from Dauphin to Brandon, and nobody really ever heads west to Yorkton. It's the same distance. It's got a lot of amenities there too. A pretty sick golf course, like Deer Park's sick. The reason I'm bringing that up is because Melville's on here, and Melville's only about a 2-hour drive from here. And it's never crossed my mind ever to drive to Melville to golf. But I've also heard good things about that course. It's just crazy how I would drive 2 hours to go to Minnedosa or Niakwa, but I never would to go to Melville. So maybe this upcoming summer I'll head west for a bit and check out some of those courses.
You know what that is, though? It's the invisible border there.
Right. True. Oh, we got a bunch for this one. Melville, Glenboro, Royal Glenboro, Niakwa, Falcon, sick greens. Like maybe the best I've played on. Southwood, Wheat City, Glen Lee, Rossman Lake, Pine Ridge, and Carman. So a couple of them there for sure.
Yeah, there's another widespread one. Rossman Lake, I wouldn't say Rossman Lake like has the best greens because they're all just kind of like they're really hard actually to hit into, but they're always in really good shape. That's one thing. Like they would be up there for the best conditions for sure, but the greens themselves are pretty. Like 8 is a ridiculous green. 1's tough. But what else? Okay, so let's move on here. Glen Lee was on there too, which is nice to see. My lips are absolutely on fire right now. I must have put 20 drops of Tabasco in this one. Okay. I need that bowl of ice, Rigo, that you had after your hangover the other day.
For the face dunk.
Face dunk. So let's move on to best fairways here. This appears to be a landslide so far, but I mean, we're still in the nominees here.
She's a runaway.
So we actually have one lock in here, which is Oak Island. Received a ton of votes for the best fairways here. And we have 4 courses trying to hold down 3 spots here. So this one might be a little bit tougher. It looks like Oak Island's going to clean up the sneak into the best greens there based on the chat.
So yeah, the chat, they'll have to vote for the one they want left off.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. So we got Oak Island's a lock. We have 3 spots available, 4 courses fighting for those 3 spots. And as Drums mentioned, pick the one that is 4th on your list. That shouldn't,
5th.
5th. Well, 4th out of these ones, though.
Right.
So the nominees for the tiebreaker here are Poplar Ridge, Shilo, Gilbert, and Niakwa. All pretty good fairways, actually. Like that's a tough one. So again, we're voting for who's out, not who's in. Who's out here? So you got Poplar Ridge, you got Shilo, you got Gilbert Plains. What is it, Rigo? What's
Parkland's premier golf destination.
Yep. And we got Niakwa in there as well. So vote for the one you do not want to be in the top 4.
You know, I was gonna say, Poplar Ridge's fairways are sick.
They are, man.
Like, that's an underrated course, man. Honestly, if it was in a different location, I would say it didn't have to compete with the big boy there. It'd be a little more popular. But I think it's gaining more popularity because it's a good option for people.
It was on these lists quite a bit, basically in almost every category.
It's sick.
I also don't know about Poplar Ridge's out of bounds inside the course. I think that
true.
could be updated.
True. Really pissed the guy off, actually.
Also, we had on here, the list was Royal Regina, which I've never played. St. Chucky's is on this one again. St. Charles. Southwood, Bridges, and Pine Ridge. So those ones didn't make the cut, but somebody liked their fairways. So
are Shiloh's fairways that nice?
Yeah.
Are they? Yeah.
Personally, I would say, I mean, I shouldn't, whatever. My opinion on this would be probably, I don't know. I'm not going to comment here. Drums, you good? You're frozen. Okay, let's keep moving on here. What do we got, Drumsy?
Next up, we've got the toughest course. So the nominees are Granite Hills, Elmhurst, Shilo, and Gilbert Plains.
No ties to break.
No ties to break in this one. There were a few more options. What else we got here? We've got Carberry as an option. I second that.
Carberry won last year.
I think so. Carberry, Poplar Ridge, Pleasant Valley, Northern Pines,
okay,
Minnedosa.
So it was Rickman that said Northern Pines. And I think he said, fuck that course afterwards. So I don't know what that, like, he must have had a real bad experience at Northern Pines one time. So he'll have to expand maybe in the chat.
Northern Pines, Minnedosa, Minnedosa, Southwood, Clear Lake, Pine Ridge, and then a couple for Bridges. So we had a variety there.
Yeah. Personally, I'm surprised Carberry's off that list in the nominees, but there are 4 tough courses in there. Like, I think Gilbert, the back nine of Gilbert is messed.
At Gilbert?
Yes. Front nine is
like
easier,
messed,
so
messed for how hard it is, or
yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
There's just so much trouble. Like, it's unreal.
Like, I think of that with the back nine at Pleasant Valley too.
Yeah. It's a little more open though, wouldn't you say, than Gilbert?
Yeah.
Pleasant Valley?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, it is. Well, I wouldn't say more open, but
like, I mean, the trees, you could at least find your ball in the trees.
Yeah. I'm with Elmer Fudd here. Gilbert's a stupid layout.
Elmer Fudd.
There are a couple dumb layouts for sure, but
just what is it, 12? No,
18's a stupid closing hole. But we don't need to get into that. It's so frustrating because that's the last hole you play and it leaves a sour taste. But
my vote here for sure would be Bridges for the toughest course.
I've never played it.
It's disgustingly hard, especially in the back nine when the wind's up, which it usually is out there. There's the last 3 or 4 holes are right out in the open. That Bridges is tough, man.
Yeah, I've heard it's tough. I've never played it, but Elmer Fudd's just chucking out courses here.
Just messing with our ability to count.
Jesus Christ, Fudd. Pump the brakes. Patty is straight against you, Reg. He said you're the first person ever to refer to Pleasant as open.
I'm saying
there's like 2 holes that are open on the front 9, and then she's a shit show after that.
I'm gonna say $1,000 at Elmhurst Fudd is sheared.
I would second that vote as well.
So, but I'm saying like the back 9, is it tight? Like, I don't know. I thought it was pretty open. Like even the trees, like on the sides of the fairways, you can still find your ball in them.
I'd probably hit.
That doesn't mean it's open.
Well, it's more open than if you go into Gilbert, you're fucking dead.
That's fair. That one hole at Pleasant Valley where it's like the dogleg right, and you don't have a clue where your drive's going.
Oh my god!
I probably went 5 for 5 there, hit shots that I thought were okay, and haven't found one ball in that bush.
Yeah.
So
like the double dog leg, you mean?
What's that?
The double dog leg?
Is it double dog? Yeah,
Par
I guess
5?
it goes back to the left. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No, it just keeps going right, doesn't it?
I don't know.
It's like
I'm just so I hit a tee shot and I spent 10 minutes looking for my ball.
It wraps around and goes.
I've never finished that hole. I think I've only played the course 3 times, but I've never finished that hole.
Me neither. Auto max.
I'm just gonna start just enjoying the view on that hole. Just give me a 7. Head to the next tee.
We had pretty good views there last time we were there.
Yeah, we did.
Very, very good views.
Reggie, best overall course.
Hey,
Drums, were you talking about the views at the on the 18th hole?
You know exactly what views I'm talking, boy.
So the best overall course, we got Oak Island, Gilbert Plains Golf and Country Club, Parkland's premier destination, Niakwa, and then in the tiebreaker, from first place last year to in the tiebreaker this year, we got Clear Lake and Elmhurst. Surprising.
Home of Elmer Fudd.
Elmhurst Fudd.
Is this Matt Lorenz? Elmer Fudd. So we got a tiebreak here, eh? We got a tiebreak for one spot between Elmhurst and Clear Lake. Last year's Domies best overall course. Clear Lake is on the bubble. So vote for the one you want to proceed in the top 4 here. Elmhurst or Clear Lake Golf Course.
And then just missing were Dosa National, Shilo, Wheat City, Pine Ridge, Granite Hills, suck it, Southwood, Bridges, and Carberry.
All right.
There's some good courses on that list.
Yes. Like they're all unreal courses. I mean, I'd love to play any of those courses any Saturday this summer.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on here. What'd Sean say? So there's a par 3 at Northern Pines, hole 7. It's like 220 yards with a green that is 15 feet in diameter. I'd rather play hole 2. There actually are some hard holes there at Northern Pines. I used to live basically just right off of that golf course on the North Hill there. So we played it once in a while, and there are actually some hard holes on that course because the greens are like all elevated, kind of like Rossman's almost, and very hard to stay onto. Okay, we got some heat here coming in. We got 1 for Elmhurst, 1 for Clear, 2 for Elmhurst, 3 for Elmhurst, 3-2. Elmer Fudd didn't vote.
Okay, on to the next one.
So Elmhurst is up right now. Still time though. On to the next one. The most underrated golf course. We had freaking how many did we have here?
Holy shit.
A lot.
We had 23 different nominees for this one.
Whoo-wee.
That's actually wild for the most underrated course, and there's 23 different nominees there. We got 2 locks here. We got 2 locked in, and it's nice to see, actually. I'm happy that both these courses are in here locked in. We got Carman, which I've never played, but I always hear really good things about the course, and I've never been there. And Poplar Ridge. Rigo just said that Poplar is underrated, and whoever voted agrees. So we got 2 locks. We got Carman and Poplar Ridge.
You played Carman.
Did I?
Yeah, we played there with
definitely
Smitty and Shitty one time
Oh,
in a scramble.
right. Yeah, you're right. You're right. There's Elmhurst. Okay, Elmer Flood says Elmhurst. And Dad says Clear Lake. So Elmhurst is still ahead.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk about the most underrated here. So we have 6 courses competing for 2 spots. So what the heck are we going to do here? You got to pick 2, I guess. Like your vote.
Yeah, pick your 2 you want to keep.
Okay, so Jay, get ready here. We got Deloraine is one of the tiebreakers. We got Deloraine, Carberry, Gilbert Plains, Niakwa, Oak Island, and Rossman Lake cracks the list. So that is Deloraine, Carberry, Gilbert Plains, Niakwa, Oak Island, and Rossman Lake. So you got to pick 2 there, and 2 of those 6 courses are moving on to the semis. Where do you begin here? I don't know that Gilbert is underrated. Do you?
I was going to say that.
I do.
I would say it's
That's the only
underplayed.
one. Right.
Yeah.
That's the only one I would vote against or recommend voting against.
Well, the only reason that I would say it's underrated is because so many people still haven't played it.
But I still think that those people know that it's a good course. They're
Do
just
they
too
though?
lazy
I
to
don't
go.
know. Like you could say all you want to, you hear a course is nice, but I don't know.
Oh, Delo's buzzing here. Delo's buzzing.
Buzzing.
Okay, so the other courses that were nominated here were Minnedosa, Royal Glenborough, Boys of Vane, which actually is an underrated course. That's a nice little 9-hole course. Swan River, also a sick course, just really far out of the way. Unless you want to hang out at Chez's for the weekend. Scotswood Links, also, like, these are all legit contenders here. Pleasant Valley, Miami, which I've never played before.
Miami.
Dauphin Lake, Glenlee, Pinawa, Souris is absolutely underrated, without a doubt. River Oaks, never heard of that course before.
I think it's just outside of Winnipeg.
Okay. Verdun, for sure, underrated. Shilo and Minnedosa. Lots of 23 different nominees for the most underrated course.
Reading that list makes a guy want to quit his job and just go golf all those courses this summer.
I was thinking that too.
Right. And that's just around here.
I was also thinking last year when we did the Domies, we got called out by somebody in Winnipeg saying that we're too biased. But I mean, like, what are we supposed to do? We're not gonna send direct mail to Winnipeg.
Yeah, but if a group of city guys had a vote, Gilbert wouldn't be on the list.
Or Oak Island.
Right. So
I'm not too worried about it.
No.
Yeah, I'm not either. Pluck that guy.
Yeah.
Okay, drums, round us out here. We got still votes rolling in here, but it looks like Delo is sitting pretty. Niakwa also too. We'll have to review these after, I guess, Reggie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So the final award this year is the new award. It's going to be the most overrated golf course.
Just a savage award.
So we're gonna have a tiebreaker in this one too, but we got 2 grenades to throw and then run off the start. The first one is, as we kind of discussed this last week, but the first one up is Clear Lake. And then we got Wheat City. So we got a couple locked in that we're gonna have to follow up with 2 more. So when you put your votes in, again, vote for the ones that you want to keep as nominees. And we need 2 out of Niakwa, St. Charles, Pine Ridge, Glendale, and Shilo.
So this is like not really, you're picking the courses that you don't really like, right? So like you're voting for somebody, but you're voting in like a negative sense almost here.
Yeah.
This is savage for sure.
It's been confirmed that Elmer Fudd is not sheared.
Not sheared?
I'm texting sheared. He said, "What are you talking about?" He said he's just about to go on the ice.
Okay, so
That doesn't mean anything though.
let's do you want to repeat that, Drums?
Yeah, just give me a second here. Okay, so most overrated, the two that are locked in is Clear Lake and Wheat City. And then so we need 2 votes. So vote for the 2 that you want to keep as nominations. And we've got Niakwa, St. Charles, Pine Ridge, Glendale, and Shilo to choose from.
That's a tough one. Wheat City and Clear Lake. We're not going to be in their great books.
No.
Sorry, Grady, if you're listening. I wish Grady was in the chat. He would be absolutely lighting this chat up if he was here. And Wheat said he was in the category.
He possibly could be Elmer Fudd.
He could be.
I never thought about that. That's more of a chance. Probably be a little more F-bombs, but I don't think that Wheat City is overrated, man. From playing there when you were going to school, Jordan, I used to come in there and golf with you guys. I know I've said this on here before, but like, I don't know,
horrendous.
Man. Oh my God. And it's so good now. Like, it's so good. If they can get through a couple summers without a, you know what, like that course would be absolutely mint.
Yeah, Reg, why aren't you suggesting Granite here?
Because we can't suggest anything. Everybody knows how I feel about it.
I'm with you, Rigo. Like I don't see Wheat City in this category in any circumstances.
I don't know. I don't think it gets any hype. I think it gets shit on it. I think it's actually a sick course.
And hopefully that's reflected in the actual polls. But Wheat City's probably going to be pissed that they're in there.
It's all right.
Yeah,
it's just a meaningless little podcast.
It's just for fun. Okay, so what do we got here? Dad, are you voting Niakwa for overrated? What I'm missing here?
Check the last comment. There's an absolute dagger.
Okay. Drums, name the rest of them that were on this list too while I'm going through the comments here.
So the other ones that were voted were Carberry, Bridges, Portage, Niakwa, Pleasant Valley, Pinawa, Glenlee, and St. Boniface. St. Bonnie?
Yeah.
Sabon.
No, that wasn't that Gary or something?
Yeah, that was Gary.
That old dude that was beaking me a while back? Yeah, that was Gary.
I thought they were going to throw hands.
Didn't they get challenged to a match or something?
Yeah, the Kngdom's first ever rough and rowdy, Chaz and Gary.
I'm with Patty Law on this, though. It's not that they're bad courses. People just prop some place up more than they deserve. Like Niakwa.
So we know which one Patty voted for here. So, I mean, what are we going with? We're just going to have to tabulate these after, I guess, and they'll be out tomorrow?
No, we can do it now.
I don't know that we have the ability to do that.
Why?
I don't know. There'll be lots of dead air here on the pod.
Scroll up.
You guys talk. I'll go look.
Okay. Are we gonna run through our segments tonight still?
Probably not.
Reggie, you got?
We could. It's up to you guys, really.
It might be hard to transition to segments after this because this was a lot of golf. I think we might just figure out the nominees here and then call her a show.
Okay, so what was the first question?
This is gonna be
Question
tough.
first.
Well, I'll figure this out after. It's too much to do live on the show here. There's like 1,000 comments here.
You think so?
Yeah. Or is it?
Pussy. What was the first award?
Okay, let's do this. Let's continue.
do it.
Let's continue on with our show. Hang on. Let's continue on with our show. We'll do our segments right now. And then for anybody who wants to stay on after,
let's just do it right now.
Okay. Well,
if people want to pluck off, they can, but we're going to figure out the nominees here. So
all right.
There's a lot going on in the chat tonight. I think we've, I don't know, don't like to toot our own horn here, but I think we've done okay so far with managing everything. And so we're just going to take 2 minutes here. We're going to figure out who's locked in, and they're going to be on the Twitter tomorrow in the semifinals. And Cam is right. We need a code word for tonight.
The first tie break was for best greens, and that was between Oak Island and St. Charles. As we head up here, right? I'm pretty sure it was a walk-away Oak Island. Yeah. 1 Oak Island, 2 Oak Island, 3 Oak Island, 4, 5 Oak Island.
607, 805, and 4.
So we got 6. So Oak Island is the 4th.
Oak Island had a summer, man. Woo! I talked to Des up there when we were trying to book our the blue chair at Oak Island. I was talking to him, and he said that they were nuts there this year, which is good to see. I think that they did lots of stay-in plays this year. So, are you guys both formulating? Like, am I just gonna sit here and chat by myself?
The next one out is. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna circle back and say for the best greens, your nominees are Gilbert Plains, Niakwa, Shilo, and Oak Island.
Locked in. You got fairways, Reggie?
Yeah, the next one is you had to pick who you wanted out for the best fairways. We had Oak as the auto win, and then there was a battle between Poplar, Shilo, Gilbert, and Niakwa. And Niakwa was the odd man out. So the best fairways is Oak Island, Poplar, Shilo, and Gilbert.
The Winnipeg folk are not going to like that one bit. But that's okay. We're a small town show. We're small town kids.
Saturday night.
Drums, you got the next one?
So the next one is for the best overall course. And this one was between Elmhurst and Clear Lake. So voting for the one that they want to keep as a nominee. What do we got? One for Elmhurst, 1 for Clear Lake, 2 for Elmhurst, 3 for Elmhurst, 1 for Clear Lake, 2 for Clear Lake. Tied. Elmhurst, Clear Lake tied. This is a tie again.
No, it's
not.
Elmhurst. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We're gonna have to audit these after.
It's 5 to 1, 2. 3.
Oh, I missed that.
5-3.
I missed fucking Elmer there.
Yeah, 5-3.
Is there going to be ballots of votes dropped off at midnight tonight? At
Clear Lake is out. Clear Lake's eliminated for best courses.
Yeah, Clear Lake has been walked. So to sum it up again, we've got for best overall, we got Oak Island, Gilbert, Niakwa, and Elmhurst.
Oh, Winnipeg folk will be happy about that one.
I don't think Clear Lake's going to be too happy that they're out for the best course and in the most overrated position. Oh boy. Possible to have, yeah. Anyways, let's cut. Just kidding.
What are we gonna not take our money?
People voted. So the next one, holy shit.
You got underrated.
And this was 2 that they
wanted in.
Yep.
It looked like Delo and Nipoa from a quick glance. Elmer Flood said Niakwa.
Delo and Nipoa.
What's that?
Delo and Nipoa.
They got in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, baby. That's good news. We got some new finalists this year, which is good. That's what you want to see. We got some new nominees. Changing of the guard, as you'd say, in the Kingdom.
And then we had most overrated. What do we got for overrated? Pine Ridge, Glendale, Shilo.
This is the last one. Might be a.
So I'm thinking it's Glendale and Pine Ridge. No.
We might have to circle
Glendale. The fuck. Glendale and Pine Ridge, it looks like.
We're the Arizona of the voting.
Yeah.
Tabulation.
Yeah, whatever. Just toss it in there.
Florida was done in 3 hours, and Arizona took 3 weeks to do. So we're the Arizona of counting votes.
Fucking Brandon took like 24 hours.
Did they? Like for the muni vote or the school board?
For like council.
Oh yeah. So we had
30% voters.
250 votes in total, 251 votes. Pretty good. Like I said, it probably doubled last year's. Any other takeaways, boys? I would have voted Pinawa as the most overrated because I'm pretty sure those are the a-holes that wouldn't let us play there, even though we drove specifically there to play. So Pinawa can kick rocks, in my opinion.
Pinawa and Granite road trip can kick rocks.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot of surprise here. It'll be interesting to see. We're gonna put out the polls this week on Twitter and Instagram, and next week's show we're gonna have the Domies live. I think we're gonna be dressed up without hats on. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see.
Or
I'll probably have
up
to.
with hats.
What's that?
Or dressed up with hats.
Yeah, that might be better.
I'll just be in my gotch.
Elmer's
Gotch and a tie.
Elmer's hammering us tonight. Whoever that is got a vendetta. Maybe it's someone from Clear Lake.
Persistent. Anyways.
I think Elmer's got about 100 messages here by himself.
Yeah, Fuddy's buzzing.
Okay, so
All right.
I think that's probably it. Usually we've been pushing these to like 120. It kind of gets a little bit long at the end. So let's I think we should wrap this one up. We need a code word. Elmer Fudd called us hacks and varmints.
Yeah, I'm a hack.
I really wish that sexy girls.biz would have showed up today too.
Yeah, it's weird they didn't show up. Well, I guess they'll probably show up for the award show. I don't think they would make the trip out just for this.
Yeah.
But is there anything we want to do special for the Domies next week? Is there any surprises we can expect? Any new additions this year to the show? Are we going to have some live guests maybe? Ricky Gervais. What's that?
We can't tell anybody if there's any surprise things happening.
That's
very true.
If anybody has any recommendations for the show, get at us on the socials or whatever you feel.
What do you think we should do? Should we like get really hammered? Should we?
Oh boy,
be shirtless?
I'll be off the antibiotics by then, so I'll be getting ready to get crushed.
There we go.
420, yeah, that wouldn't be a bad idea.
All right, I tried that last year and it didn't go good.
We had an episode on 420 last year.
I wasn't a part of it though. I don't think
I was solo part of it.
No, I don't think so.
Bryce. Yeah, we're doing this live next week. This isn't going to be recorded. This is going to be live. We're doing the show live. This could be wild, especially if Elmer shows up again. We might need a moderator though. Maybe Dow will take the wrench and clear out any hecklers in the chat.
Yeah, who knows?
Okay, what do you got for keyword tonight?
So, in honor of the Domies next week, I think that the keyword here, or should we make it Elmer?
Yeah.
Yep.
Elmer?
Yep.
It was going to be Kngdom instead of Domies, but
Elmer probably works a little better.
Elmer. So the 12th, the final word for the greatest contest in human history is Elmer.
Probably said have everyone join in live. That'd be an absolute shit show.
Oh my God.
We'd be kicked off of YouTube so fucking fast.
That actually would be fun though. Like if guys actually wanted to come on the show to just like do a guest appearance, like an award or something like that, I think we could probably do that. We just need to have their emails in advance and send out the link and have them waiting in like the lobby here.
Hand out the award.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what else you could do. Like,
yeah, that'd be so funny. Actually, we might be able to figure something out here. Stay tuned.
That might be too much of a shit show, though.
That'd be so funny. But I always see those things in the lobbies on Twitter too. Those are pretty cool. Like people just go on there and chat.
The spaces.
I think Lucas might go on there.
Like
no,
Twitter
it's that
Spaces.
Yeah,
is that what it is? Twitter
Yeah.
Spaces. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I've listened to a few of those too. I listened to Elon chatting last week. He was cruising on his private jet and he was live on Twitter talking about stuff happening.
the Twitter files.
The Twitter. No,
Elon's
I don't know.
wild.
Was he talking about that? I don't know.
Anyways,
Let's
tuned
get out
for
of here,
next week.
boys. That was a good show tonight. Thanks everybody in the chat. I mean, we couldn't have done this this style without people contributing here and giving their input. And I actually much prefer this to giving it out to Twitter and letting them decide. It was good to do it on here. So thanks everybody for coming and for contributing. Any other announcements? I feel like next week's going to be a big epi. Could be the biggest of all time, the boat.
Mm-hmm. Vote.
Nope,
So
I'm
pencil
excited.
it in your calendars. Or should we make it like a 2-hour special, like Survivor?
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What the fuck is this guy talking? I don't even know what's going on anymore. Okay, we're out of here. This is nuts.
Elmer's having a good time. Elmer, thanks for coming
Yeah.
tonight, buddy. Even
So
though you
only-
chirped us, we're glad to have you. Drums, get us out of here.
Thank
Okay,
you for
we're
the
out.
hack.
We'll see you next week for the Domies. Everybody tune in, dress up as well, just in case you make your way onto the show. We're out of here. Love you, boys. Peace. Later.
See you,
Love
boys.
you, fellas. We'll see you next week.